Meh. Hey, my Jen, how you doing, man? How you doing? How are all my 21st century demons doing? How are all my people doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. Now, um, okay, let me address this for 2 seconds, man. You have to understand that my stance on that video stands on the ground of global events. I'm not talking about everyday situations or when you're going at work at the local gas station or at your what's it called your cement company or things of that matter. I'm talking on a global event. On a global event, there's a lot of spirits that don't get involved. And the thing that I don't understand is, for having so much power, why wouldn't you get involved? Because me as a personal being, I did get involved. And I'm flesh and bone. So, and this is not all spirits, mind you. But me, I'm flesh and bone, and I still get involved. Uh, I could die. Somebody can swerve up on me and shit like that. All kinds of shit, man. I don't give a fuck. I mean, like, people curse me all the time. People try to curse me all the time on a regular basis. I don't give a shit. I got family members trying to curse me. I have friends trying to curse me. I have like strangers trying to curse me. Illuminati trying to curse me. Everybody trying to curse me. Gods, angels, and demons, part of my language, are trying to curse me. Um, I don't give a shit. I mean, like, it's not just because I'm Haitian and and because I come from Haiti, or I have pure Haitian blood in me, it doesn't change anything. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I'm not saying I always did the right thing in my life. Obviously, obviously, there's a reason why I call myself Lucifer. Oh, by the way, this is Lucifer here. Welcome to my channel. I'm a business and spiritual consultant. If it's your first time joining my channel, welcome. So there's a reason why I call myself Lucifer. It's not because I'm, I am a traditional good guy. If I was a traditional good guy, I'd call myself something else. I'm not a traditional good guy. Lucifer is not a traditional good guy. He's a good guy, but like some people might say, you might think you're a good guy, and if you're a good guy long enough, you realize that something is definitely wrong with the world. And then you're gonna fall into the shit that I've fallen into, but then you might be like, oh man, that's not what I expected. It's not what I expected, man. Because dudes are not, I mean, we all make mistakes, dude, and it's not about, if you are a kind of person that make mistakes and you keep making mistakes year after year, hour after hour, you're not somebody that makes mistakes. You're just a bad fucking person, right? That's a bad fucking person. Like the Illuminati, they make mistakes all the fucking time, and they keep repeating those mistakes year after year, hour after hour. Those guys are bad guys. That's a bad guy. You know what I mean? That's obviously a bad guy. But if you made a mistake like once or twice when you were 5 years old or some shit like that, and barely anybody fucking remembers or barely anybody cares, that does not make you a bad guy. And yes, I'm referring to Lucifer. Yes, I am referring to Lucifer. If Lucifer used to slay men in his prime, in his earlier days as Lucifer, he used to kill people all the fucking time. And some people might look at that and be like, well, that makes you a bad person because you kill people. Yeah, I beg to differ. I beg to differ, man. Like, if you're on the planet and the planet is warring anyways, like everybody's trying to get a piece of land and shit like that. If you're helping out a nation or you're trying to get your own piece of land, you're just doing what everybody else is doing. That does not make you a bad guy. You only become a bad guy when you overstep the boundary of just trying to have your own little pot of land. And of course, if we're talking about Lucifer, maybe a little pot of land might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but still doesn't make him a bad guy. Everybody wants to rule the world. I mean, there's a lot of Christians that they act like good guys all day, but in the back of their minds, they would love to rule the planet. There's a lot of people that would love to rule the planet. And then there's like the little bunny cuddly bear people that's going to come around in my comment section saying, I don't want to rule the world, I just want to live my life. Well, whatever. That's your shit. Okay? But me, I'm honest with myself and I don't lie to myself. In the back of my mind, I would love to rule the world. So I don't lie to myself. That's a horrific thing to do, lying to yourself. That creates neuroses. That's how you become chained to reality. I'm not chained to reality because I don't lie to myself. What was I saying? Where was I going with this? Anyways, man, look, I mean no disrespect, and I say that honestly. What I'm trying to say is, in those videos, is that Haitian laws do not get involved in things of higher status. That's all I'm saying, and it's true, and anybody could tell you that. There's certain levels that a Haitian law will not go because Haitian laws are actually a different aspect of saints. So they do not, I mean, they're half saint and half African. So they're half white and they're half black. They're half free and they're half slaves. So I'm not saying that they're on a lesser level, but they see themselves being on a lesser level. Like they just don't, they follow Christianity. So I'm not saying Haitian laws are your enemy. They will do whatever you ask. But if your train of thought or your way of seeing the world goes against the word of the so-called Christian faith God, then they're not gonna fuck with you. Period. And it is what it is. It's just it just is. Like, if you're not a Christian, kind of, in your mindset, not that you don't need to go to church and shit. I'm not saying you need to be a Christian but in your mindset, if you are going against the Christian God, basically none of the shit that you're gonna try to do is gonna function. and you can ask as much as you want, and the shit just won't work out. So basically, they need permission from a higher power in order to enact it. As long as that higher power accepts, then you're good. But if the higher power does not accept, then you're pretty much screwed. I don't like that shit. And it's not my business. It's not I don't care. It's not a thing that I don't like it. All I'm saying is the reason why I made this video, I hope it jumpstarts you, you know? And I'm not going to say, because gods are vain, so they're not going to listen to my words. And they're probably not going to care about your complaints either. And, but, you know, if I can pump some fire in your heart, I will. If I can throw oil over the fire, I will. Shit, if I can start the fire myself, I will. So that's why I made that video. That's why I'm being disrespectful in that video like that, man. You know, that's why I'm being disrespectful. I'm not gonna talk about. There's a lot of people that want to talk about Baron. I'm not gonna talk about Baron. I know Baron. You know, I know Baron. If I don't, you know, if I'm not with, if I wasn't with Lucifer, I would be with Baron. So you know, you guys want to talk about, you know, Baron and shit like that. Well, you know, hey, do what you gotta do. But you know, you know, believe what you want to believe. You know, but if the only reason why I don't mess with Baron is because of Lucifer. You know, because I can't serve two masters. You know, I can't serve Baron and serve Lucifer at the same time. I tried, it doesn't fit. In my head, I thought it fit, but actually, it doesn't fit. So anyway, I had to learn that the hard way. You know, and I'm okay with this whole left hand pass kind of movement and shit, man. And you know, and yeah, I kind of feel like they disowned me. Dude said disowned you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I do kind of feel like I kind of feel like there might be a little bit of truth to that, man. Yeah, you know, because everything was doing good and everything was doing good, but it's not me that fucked up. It was the you know, he fucked everything up, man. Like, you know, the guy, I don't know what happened to him. All I know is he was gonna win, and then he just flopped around, and now he's losing. That's all I know. I don't know anything else more than that. That's all I know, and that's all I'm gonna say, because I didn't hate the guy. I don't believe there's passages in some of his books where he does not condone like ritual sacrifices, and there's a bunch of people out here saying that he does, but if you read his books, he clearly states that he does not want people to kill other people. So, you know, the problem I have with EA has nothing to do with his moral values. You know, he has a high moral value, and unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of people. Everybody think they're tough until a real gangster walks in the room. You know, it's always like that, right? Everybody think and the problem EA has with me is, you know, I'm fucking Lucifer. I mean, like, you know, I'm not the, you know, I'm not a goody two shoes, and that really fucks with him. There might be something else going on there too, but from what I understand, from what most people are showing me, is it's really bullshit. You know, people are showing me bullshit because you can throw somebody's past at them, but you're just being petty. It doesn't mean anything. You know, it doesn't change who that person is in real life. It doesn't change who that person is in real life. You know, in the immaterial. You know, that person is who he is, and there's a lot of the biggest problem right now is the whole equality movement. You know, like everybody's trying to be equal. People have to stop doing that. I don't want people that are equal to me. I want you to surpass me. I want you to surpass me so then I can then learn from you. Or I want people learning from me too. And I want to learn from other people. I don't want nobody to be equal. I don't want to eat your bread because maybe your bread sucks and I don't like it. So I want better bread than the bread you have. I don't want to be equal. I don't want to wear the clothes that you're wearing because the clothes that you're wearing might not fit me, or it might make me feel weird. So I don't want your clothes. I don't want your food. I don't want your clothes. I want my food and I want my clothes. I don't want your shit. I want my shit. I don't want to be equal. That's kumbaya BS bullshit. You know what I mean? That's legit fucking garbage. And sure, you gotta treat people, you know, with an equal amount of respect. That, yes, of course. But this whole agenda that y'all got moving right now, with the whole everybody is the same. No, I'm not like you. I am not like you, and other people aren't like me. Period. Nobody's like Lucifer. You know what I mean? Nobody's like Lucifer. There's a bunch of people that want to be like Lucifer. They're not Lucifer. Those people that want to be like Lucifer, they got to learn to be themselves. They got to go do some soul searching. They have to find out who they are. They don't need to look at me or look at Lucifer and be like, I want to be, I'm equal to Lucifer. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not equal to Lucifer. Go be your own person. There's plenty of shit that you can probably do that I can't do, and there's plenty of shit that I can do that you can't probably do, right? So don't fucking do that whole we're all equal shit. No, we're not. No, I don't even want your shit. Maybe I don't even want your shit. Maybe you have cool things and I don't want it, even if it's cool. Maybe I just don't feel like having it. I don't know. You know, I would rather, what I mean by that is I would rather watch you make the cool things that you make and just sit back and with some popcorn, speaking of which, and just look at you work. That would be preferable to me. I don't want I like you the way you are. And the way you are is interesting to me. But if I was equal to you, if I was the same person, right? If we were both the same fucking person, I'd be doing the same thing you're doing. What would be the fucking point of living? What would be the point of life? Tell me. We're just a bunch of robots creating the same thing over and over again. Nobody's admiring anybody. Nobody respects anybody. There's no need for respect because we all do the same shit. So what is there to respect? The word respect would lose all meaning. There would be no need for respect. There would be no need for anything. The thing is, one thing that we have to understand is that, you know, darkness gives you consciousness, right? That was my main assumption of demonology. That demons were just there to give you a consciousness, to make you wake the fuck up, right? But the thing is, The reason why it's not good the way that I was thinking, it was on a negative term. Like I legit was thinking like, okay, well, demons do bad shit to people, but the bad shit that they do to people is only for them to wake the fuck up. You know what I mean? To understand what's right and what's wrong. I could have been farther from the truth. Nobody is doing anything to you. Bad shit happens because bad shit happens. Demons don't get involved in people's lives unless the person wants the demon to get involved in their life. There was no demon that was punishing me. It was just people being jackasses. You know what I mean? And this whole time, let me tell you something. This whole time, I was messing around with voodoo and shit like that. But most of the time, the voodoo was just defensive. You know what I mean? Like it's like martial arts. You know, it wasn't offensive. It was defensive. So all the magic that I ever practiced were all defensive state magic. You know, there's not a lot of magic that lets you, like, you don't hear people getting shot or people getting murdered after you do a ritual and shit like that, and or people are having a bad time and shit like that. And yes, you can be on the offensive with voodoo. You can. Especially if it's random jackass and shit like that. You know, random people and shit like that. You can definitely mess them up. But with everything as in my destiny, my star chart, you know what I mean? And in the constellations, the things that was written in the sky, everything was on the defensive, man. I always had to wait. I have to wait. Wait for what? Wait until I die, son? Like, what is going on here? So me right now, I'm not giving my energy to things that can't actually help me. And like I said before, no disrespect, voodoo is a very fast and very potent magic. But I'm not looking to just do magic. I'm looking for freedom. There's people out here called targeted individuals. They feel like they're being attacked spiritually by the Illuminati and aliens and shit. And it sounds kind of quirky when I say it like that, but I believe the motherfuckers. Because I've seen some shit myself. I don't believe it's aliens, but I do believe the Illuminati is involved. Shit, I believe the FBI is involved, the CIA, all those motherfuckers. They all band up together with your fucking parents, with your fucking friends, with everybody in the fucking city to attack your bitch ass for no goddamn good reason. And everybody's trying to make you feel like they're doing that shit because, oh, you did something bad in the past or shit. Motherfucker, suck my dick. But I'm a Juicy J. That's right. I'm a Juicy J. Your ass. Suck my dick. Okay? Because that has nothing to do with anything at all. They just wretched, corrupted people. And since you're smart and other people are smart, they're trying to attack smart people that can think and have a brain and that can think for themselves so that they don't lose their jobs. Once everybody gets tired of their fucking faces, they ain't gonna lose their jobs and they're gonna lose their livelihood and shit. There's fucking companies. There's a bunch of fucking people that are incompetent, man. Just go to fucking Walmart, nigga. These motherfuckers are incompetent ass niggas. Go in any fucking job. Everybody at the job is goddamn incompetent, nigga. Motherfuckers are creating a weak ass workforce. People, back in my days, people used to sell you things. They had a smile on their face. And yes, it was annoying. Yes, it was annoying that they tried to sell you things. But goddamn it, they knew how to sell the fucking thing. And they didn't have to lie. We're talking about people that could sell like 50 50 a sales rep that could sell you 50 whatchamacallits in 1 week. More than that. 50 subscriptions in 1 week, nigga. That shit was normal. That shit was normal. 100 sales in 1 week was normal. Niggas nowadays, oh, they get the 100 sale. But you know how they get the 100 sale? By straight up lying to your fucking face. And the worst part is, you know they lying and you call them out on the lie. And they still sit there and tell you, oh no, it's not a lie. It's not a lie. You know what I mean? And then you get your receipt and you be like, bro, I thought you wasn't lying. Yeah, you want to talk to the manager? Man, fuck you. Weak ass workforce that we have today, bro. Shit wasn't like this 10 years ago. Niggas wasn't that, sales reps wasn't that weak 10 years ago, man. They weren't that weak. Today they're fucking weak, man. It's disgusting. The fuck does that have to do with Lowe's? Every fucking thing. It has everything to do with Lowe's, man. God damn it. No, it has nothing to do with Lowe's. It's just one aspect of reality that we have to understand that we're fighting up against, bro. And people tend to take these things lightly. But think about it. If these guys are weak like that, what about the boss of that place? And if he's a boss that's making millions or hundreds of thousands per year, what do you think he thinks he feels? What do you think he feels about these young kids walking around here that supposedly have a mind of their own, that are very capable of critical thinking and shit like that, that are not zombies and they're not sheep? Do you really think he's not going to be worried about these guys? Because everybody else is a sheep, so he doesn't have to worry about everybody else. We're talking about thousands of people working at a workplace, man. 1,000 people workforce. He doesn't care about these people. So yeah, that one guy that's capable of critical thinking, he sticks out. He sticks out more than he fucking knows. Because this dude is walking around thinking that nobody knows this is me. Look at all these people here. They all see you. All of them see you, man. Everyone sees you. But like I said before, and it's not really a diss. I know it's disrespectful, but I want to light a fire under your ass. And it probably won't work, but that's not going to stop me from trying. You know what I mean? It's not going to stop me from trying. If I can light a fire under your ass, you don't have to work with me. You can work with anybody else you want to. You can work with anybody that you want to. Anybody on this fucking planet. There are other people like me. Shit, you don't even have to work with somebody that knows how to do voodoo. You can just be there. But don't just always be on the defensive, man. We gonna lose this fucking shit if we always on the defensive all the time. We gonna lose, man. We are going to fucking lose, man. This is fucking serious. And no offense to the guy that left the comment, and it's just, you know, it's just, you know, it's the team of the day, man. It's the team of the day, bro. It has nothing to, it's not a diss or anything. It's just the team of the day, man. It's a good analogy, man. It's a good like segue for me, I think. Anyways, see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. My name is Lucifer, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.